Hey, what's up, you guys? Just here outside. Today is May 14th. I'm 3 days after my 9 month of my lock journey. Tomorrow is the day that I shampoo my hair. I'll be shampooing my hair. Today is Saturday, speaking of that. So I switched it from Saturdays to Sundays. I think I did that during the last video that I posted. But anyhow, you know, I did rinse my hair, do the sweat, doing work in the yard, you know what I mean? Things like that, So, also patching some holes in the house, things like that. So 9 months in, 10 months of hair growth from a fade, a taper, whatever you want to call it. It's more of a taper. And here I am right now. My hair's not all the way dry because I just rinsed out my hair today, cold water. That's actually a gray hair, not the water drop. So I'm a little mixed up with gray hair and stuff like that. But my hair's still not locked in, man. It's still trying to do its thing. Still haven't combed it or anything like that since August 11th. That was the last day. So like I said, I'm 3 days late in my 9-month journey of actually not combing my hair. It's a good time, a good place to be. Just trying some different things. I'm continuing to, whenever it is my shampoo days, I'm using some African black soap. And I've also started using some Free the Roots. I'm currently working with their lavender one. Got my Rottweiler puppy. Both of them are puppies. One's bigger. She's almost 2 years old. And then the little puppy. Then I got my little killer right there. That's Tango. Wu-Tango. My dog's in the back. The older one, 2 months old. That's Frankie. She's a girl. Frankie Ocean. And the little one is Nipsey. The little Rottweiler is Nipsey Muscle. So anyhow, if you hear them barking, just ignore it and stuff. But yeah, I've been going between Free the Roots and just some regular black soap. Trying to really get an understanding of what's the difference between them. They both lather up well. I do think the African black soap lathers up a lot more and a lot more easier. You know what I mean? I went from going in a circular motion around my head like this just to full swoops like going, and I go clockwise, and that seems to be getting a little bit better. My hair is more of like in an afro stage, in a clumpy afro stage. I'm going to go around my head, and maybe you guys can see some difference. I'm watching this big bumblebee as he flew past me, and see what you guys think, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is the front of the sides of my hair, back of my hair, top of my hair. Hopefully I'm getting it because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this camera, but hopefully it gives you a good idea. Today I decided to do it outside in some natural light, so maybe you can see it. My hair is just naturally a brown hair. In the summertime it goes like to a red and a blondish red. So, in my other videos it looks like I have black hair, things like that, black and gray, but it's just like brown and gray now. You can see a little bit more of it. But yeah, so going between the African black soap and Free the Roots, I'm starting to lean a little bit more towards the African black soap as far as the results and so forth like that, because it seems like my hair clumps up a little bit more with that. And the style that I'm going for is more of a clumpy knotty. However, I have these natural coils. It's really not my choice of what I'm doing, but I noticed when I was doing more of a circular motion, like all the way around, still going counterclockwise, but a circular motion, like constant circles all the way around, I started getting more coils. And I did that a few times in, and it'll help my hair stand up for a few days. These coils are standing up, my little faux Basquiat effect, Jay-Z effect and stuff like that. But that's not really what I'm not going for. I don't want a lot of coils. I want mine to be more chunky and stuff. More Notty, more Congo based as possible, without wigging my hair. You know what I mean? So I found the last time that I washed my hair, just completely just going in a circle versus a whole bunch of little circles as I go around, but just circles, just period, around my crown. You know, that helps my hair stick together, and whether it's like 1 or 2 strands or 3 strands, my hair's like starting to clump together. So it's going from individual coils to 2 to 3 coils joining, you know what I mean? And it's more clumpy. However, throughout the week, I do rinse my hair, and it's going to do what it wants to do. It's going to separate. It's going to, you know, do whatever it feels, and I'm allowing that process to happen. Another thing that I noticed whenever going around my hair, doing a lot more of a circular motion, my whole idea is to not manipulate it, and I sort of feel like that's manipulating it more than I want to or I'm comfortable with. So that's another reason why I'm just going completely around the surface of my crown. And I'm going with the grain of my hair, not against the grain of my hair. So the grain of my hair flows more like it flows clockwise instead of counterclockwise. And when I did have a tapered fade, I even brushed my hair literally sideways, the same way I wash my hair. So I didn't have like a little target like wave pattern where like most people have. Mine went more like a typhoon or a hurricane or something. It wrapped around my hair because I went with the contour of my the flow of the grain of my hair. You know, I followed the grain of my hair, and I found that worked better, and it's actually more natural versus me forcing it to go that way. So I'm doing the same thing with my dreads. It's been a great journey so far. Just being a lot more patient. In the front, some weeks my hair are together, and right now they're more like individually falling apart, things like that. But I think as the hair gets longer, they'll do like those 2 and 3. 2 and 3s will start to come together. It's just not as long in the front, and there's a reason for that. I'm an older gentleman. I'm 46 years old, and my hair isn't like what it was when I was younger. So as you can see, I got this 8 head, not 4 head. I do have a slightly receding hairline, but my hairline isn't like the receding hairline that people get in high school in their 20s or 30s. Mine is finally starting to happen because of my age. You know what I mean? And I think that's a part of it, because my hair in the front, those 2s and 3s that I have there, is just a little bit thinner, but not so thin where I'm going to lose my hair or look like Lil Wayne or nothing like that. You know, and that's what I mean, thinning in the 20s and stuff like that. I'm so fortunate, and I think it's a beautiful thing, and I'm still going to grow my hair, and it still looks good. You know what I mean? I don't have that receding hairline where it's like, dang, nigga, you need to cut that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that Stephen A. Smith. I don't have that Peebo Bryson. I don't have that. You know what I mean? So my forehead has always been big, so for me, you just sort of have to understand that. There's some people who just have big foreheads. You know what I mean? So and that's what it is. But I think because I'm getting older, you know, you can't really see my scalp like that. You know what I mean? But it's still not growing as thick in that area. So as it gets longer, I think it will grow there and so forth like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of younger rappers out there with dreads who their hair is sort of thinning. One that I really like, personally like him and his music. You know, I'm a little ratchet and so forth like that, if you want to call it ratchet, little gangster. I sort of go to that side, but I also listen to all types of music. If you ever tune in to me on Mint Underground on Instagram, that's me. And I run a music shop, but I really get into it. But there's this rapper out of Detroit. I don't know if he's from the 6 Mile or whatever, but his name is Icewear Vizo. He used to have a lot more coiled ones, and he's like sort of like combined his to Congruum, but I think, you know, he wicked it a little bit. So his are manipulated, mine aren't. But he's younger than me, much younger than me, and he's already, you know, starting to recede on the top and thin out. But guess what? His still look good. So I know mine are going to look good too, and I'm an old man. So that's that, you know, and I'm in good shape. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, this is, you know, you can see these cuts. It's not trying to show off or nothing, but yeah. And that ain't even the flex. This the flex, you know, so yeah, so doing pretty good. eat healthy. That's a good thing for your hair. I don't eat a lot of sugar. I probably eat sugar once a week, if that. Sometimes once a month, just depends on how I'm feeling. Because I realize how much I'm addicted to sugar. That's always been a struggle of mine. But getting off of sugar and reducing my carb intake. Only carbs that I use are slow burning carbs, so like quinoa, wild rice. I don't mess with potatoes. I don't mess with that. But I'll mess with a sweet potato if I'm going to mess with a potato. You know what I mean? So I'll mess with carrots if I have to. You know what I mean? There's certain things like that. So I watch what I'm taking, and I think that's worked out for me well. Throughout life. This is why I grew up eating like that, and I think that's why my crown is still strong at 46. You know what I mean? 46 years old. I wish that I have pictures of my brother. My brother has been growing dreadlocks since I was 13 years old. I'm 46 going on 47, so he's 33 going on 34 years. He's been growing them. And I wish you could see him. If you have Instagram, go check him out. His name is Ross Ilula. He really is a Ross. He's been practicing that since, for 33 years of our lives. We're brothers. We're not from Jamaica. But if you look at him, you're like, dang, is he Ethiopian? What is he? You know what I mean? But super long Congos, you know what I mean? Same parents, both, mom, dad, everything's the same. That's my older brother. You'll see similarities in us. But his dreads are real locked and been locked for a long time and real long. And, that's a part of my inspiration, to put it out there. My older brother, I really respect how long he stuck with it and did that. I wasn't ready to commit at that age. And I'm not a Rastafarian, but I definitely respect them. You know what I mean? I respect their belief system. But go check him out. It's Ross Ilula. That's Rasilula. It might be double Lula. Ross Ilula. Tell him that his brother, Mikey, not so anonymous, sent you his way and stuff. But he has all types of stuff, like honest. And you'll see his pictures. Long dreads, real respectable. And I get a lot of information from him, including from other people who have been doing their own vlogs and journeys on dreads. So I think it's something cool to check out. Tomorrow I'm going to wash my hair, like I said, but I wanted you guys to see it in it before I wash it. Some people want to know, like, hey, how often do you wash your hair? Rinse your hair. I rinse my hair probably like almost every day. You know what I mean? Almost every day. I haven't been able to work out for the past almost month because I'm having some sciatic nerve issues and stuff like that. Don't get old, folks, unless, get old, but you know what I mean? Just mentally don't age so much like that. Try to stay young and healthy and do things that are take care of it. But those sciatic nerves have kept me out of the gym for a while. So anyhow, just, continue to do what's necessary for you. I haven't been able to work out as much, and due to that, I've probably been washing my hair probably like rinsing it. Not washing it, but rinsing it like 3 times a week. But you probably, honestly, you could do it every day as long as you're keeping your hair moisturized. I live in Denver, Colorado right now. It's summertime, as you see in my backyard and my neighbor's backyard and things like that. We're starting to get humidity because it's summer. The trees are here. But with that being said, you can rinse your hair pretty much every day from my experience, but you want to still have some nice distilled water with some essential oils and so forth like that. And I do one part, I don't have natural aloe, but I use the aloe juice. I put like half of whatever aloe juice and half distilled water, bottled water from the distilled water, and then I do some drops of what's it called? Lavender, peppermint, and tea tree oil. I think those are it, and some rosemary oil. And it keeps my hair hydrated and so forth like that. You know what I mean? But I like to do the cold rinses as much as possible because it does lock in your hair. Like today I did it. It holds those curls a little bit tighter. And when your hair starts to clump, like I'm in the afro stage right now where I'm starting to afro a little bit more, and you can see some individual like coils, or they're possibly locks, but I don't. This is the most I do. You know, I don't pull on them. I don't extend them out, and I'm sure it's long. You know what I mean? I might be in the budding stage for some of these. You know what I mean? I don't know, because I don't touch them. I don't pull them apart. I don't do anything. I just wake up and go. Most I do is rinse my hair out. And the only time I really actually touch my hair is if I'm itching. I'll do the old school, you know, pat, 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 you know what I mean? But when I start doing that, I go get that same spray that I did in a blue glass, that I got at Whole Foods. Matter of fact, let me go and see if I can get it for you. Spray bottle. And I use that now. I spray that onto my hair. And it, you know, keeps my hair moisturized and feeling good. Stay. So, with that being said, Nipsey, stay. So, with that being said, you know, that's what I do, you know what I mean? And whenever it starts itching, instead of me pat, 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 I know that's a sign like, hey, your hair is probably feeling a little irritated, and it's feeling irritated more than likely because you're dealing with some dryness in there or some irritation. So, you know, speaking of that, I didn't put any in. But normally, whenever I do rinse my hair, normally when I rinse my hair, while it's still wet, it's still sort of moist right now. Sorry, my puppy's trying to get my attention, so let me get him down real quick. Get down, Nipsey. I'll take these bottles. I got this one at Whole Foods, and that's the oils. Shake it before you use it. And then I like to hold it close to my scalp so it gets on my scalp. See? A lot of those essential oils are good for hair growth as well. I'm actually doing this with you guys, so. And I move around. Every once in a while, you want to shake it just to make sure it's still there. But mine happens more in the, I don't know if you're seeing this, but more in the back and crown, the back of my crown. It gets a little more itchier there. So instead of itching and stuff, I like to spray it and stuff, keep the moisture in there. And then once I get the crown, I'll do one over like little mist around my head. Oh, look at those clouds. I don't know if it's going to rain, but doubt it. But it'll be nice if it did. See that? And voila, I'm done. It's cool. Some people buy the Free the Root stuff. You can make your own stuff and use this spray bottle. You make your own spray bottle and do it. So, like, if you don't rinse your hair every day, the days that I don't rinse my hair, I use the same spray bottle. And if you wake up with bedhead, if you just spray your hair just like I did all around, your hair will start to just puff out on its own because it's getting that moisture, and it is sort of like a sponge. You know how you wet a sponge, it's all dry, nasty looking. But once you put that water on it, it expands. That's how your bed head will do as well. So that's another suggestion that I have for you. Well, I'm going to wrap it up today. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I provided with you some information. Hopefully I stayed on track as well. Hopefully I'm providing you guys with some good content. If not, I think it's good. If you don't, that's cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. And, if you have any comments, please do. If you have any questions, please do. If you have some suggestions, please do. I'm very open-minded and willing to try different things. Other than retwisting. No retwisting for me. Thank you. All right. Not so anonymous. 2 stoves. And I'm out.